Searching for the road to the way back. We don't know our fathers going way back. Do you know it? Do you know it? Oh yeah, oh yeah. We the chosen people, you say no way. Your enemies been teaching you the wrong way. Do you know it? Do you know it? Oh yeah. It's the simple things in life, like learning all again. It's the simple things in life, like finding where it all began. Do you know your history? Yeah. Do you know it? Do you know it? Oh yeah. Do you know your history? Yeah. Do you know it? Do you know it? Oh yeah. Do you know it? Tell me, do you know it? Do you know it? Tell me, do you know it? Do you know it? Tell me, do you know it? Do you know it? Tell me, do you know it? Do you know it? Tell me, do you know it? Do you know it? Tell me, do you know it? Do you know it? Tell me, do you know it? Do you know it? Tell me, do you know it? History. Now we going back. He done on my back for sure. When I let the truth go, we gon' let them know. My people on my back for sure. I hold them.
back. We're back. What's going on? There you go. All praise, man.
Yeah.
All praise, man.
He's already delayed.
We're going to do a bit of a special edition today regarding some current events. A little bit. Bishop touched on it yesterday. We're going to go into that. So let's start off with, you are now tuned into
Our Hidden History Radio Show.
Yeah, we want to jump into this real fast. We want to touch on our brother Maduro, that was conquered by America. I believe when his wife was taken when now? What was this?
Yesterday in the middle of the night.
They were taken yesterday in the middle of the night. All right. So this ain't nothing new. This is nothing new whatsoever. This has been an ongoing thing for a while. With Edom, taking our people and conquering them. And this brother happened to have a lot of knowledge of who he is. A lot of history of who he is. We're gonna go into that as well. I touched on it actually a number of times, really. So real quick, I want to go to second. Let me share what's going to happen in Venezuela now, because Hugo Chavez was the obstacle of theirs, and they got rid of him.
Hey, can you go back to the last picture where they have him and when they supposedly captured him?
Tech?
Yeah, blow it up. You see, so those goggles or whatever they got on them, they block out all types of vision. Like he can't see nothing right now. And those ear, I heard those.
So he can't hear anything.
Yeah, he can't hear no conversation, no nothing. So he don't. They have him in a state where he don't know what's happening, where he's going, anything. And in the back, zoom, go over.
To his left?
Yeah, to your left. You see it says DEA right there?
Mm-hmm.
Let you know they got him on drug. So they supposedly call it a drug raid or whatever. But they taking him to New York.
Yeah. I want to, may I talk real fast? I want to say something real fast.
Hey,
Talk real quick?
get the article I posted concerning that DEA.
Yeah, I want to send them something as well. Bishop.
The Al Jazeera one. Yeah, that one. Let's read go down. I read right on Monday. This is an old one from November 2025, but read that.
On Monday, the U.S. designated Venezuela's Cartel de los Soles, meaning Cartel of the Suns in Spanish, a foreign terrorist organization which it claims is led by President Nicolas Maduro.
So they got him on drug charges, right? That's why they have the DEA escorting him. Read.
Washington has not provided any proof for its claims. Cartel de los Soles is actually a term Venezuelans use to refer to officials engaged in corruption and is not an organized cartel.
So first off, they have no proof that this cartel even exists. It's just a term that the Venezuelans use towards corrupt politicians in their own country. So now Trump ran with that made-up term and then said that Maduro is the leader of that cartel, which is fictitious. It's just a term that's used by the Venezuelans. Go down. It's like a timeline. Down. It's like a timeline. You're going to see dates. Keep going. All right. So right there, give me the February 20th.
February 20, 2025, the Trump administration designates Venezuela's Tren de Aragua gang as a foreign terrorist organization.
For those who don't remember, there was huge raids going on in the country where they were going into different apartment complexes, shutting them down to get these gang members allegedly from Venezuela, Tren de Aragua, right, Reed?
Trump would go on to claim that Tren de Aragua is a front for Maduro.
So now Trump was now saying, he's that gang, that terrorist organization supposedly, is a front for Maduro, the president of Venezuela. Right?
Even though U.S. intelligence agencies have themselves said they have no evidence of any link between the group and the Venezuelan leadership.
There's no tie at all to either Maduro, to the gang to Maduro at all. And a lot of times, a lot of the stories that were coming out about Venezuelans or people in general, Northern Kingdom being deported, they were putting that tag of, you're part of Tren de Aragua, so you're being deported. You could be a mother of a supposed gang member of Tren de Aragua, you're being deported. You were a brother, any kind of connection anybody had to a supposed gang member of that gang was being deported. They were being detained. They were being harassed by the Trump administration, by Esau here in America. Right. So they were using that as a pretext to do whatever the hell they want. Now, mind you, this past year in 2025, the Esau, that orange man, Trump, he's been deporting a lot of Venezuelans to Venezuela. But then at the same time, he's saying that Maduro, he's doing all these illegal activities. He's part of a terrorist organization. He's the head of a cartel. So why are you, if you care about the Venezuelans so much, why are you deporting them back to a country that is so degenerate, that is so lawless? It makes no sense. That just goes to show you, he removed the TPS protection for the immigrants that were here, the Venezuelans. I want to read one more thing in the timeline. I think I remember where it says go up. February 21, the next one, 2025.
Caracas agrees.
Caracas is the capital of Venezuela. That's where they kidnapped President Maduro from. Read.
Agrees on coordinating with Washington over Trump's mass deportation push.
You see, so Caracas, the government of Venezuela, was not agreeing, but they were coordinating, they were cooperating with the Trump administration to bring their people back to Venezuela. Read.
The first batch of migrants reaches Venezuela.
So Venezuelans were being deported since February 21st of 2025. But yet they want to say, how are you coordinating with a terrorist organization, supposedly? How are you coordinating with the head of a cartel, according to them? Things that they've made up. So these things are not lining up. How are you deporting people back to a place that you say they need freedom, they need to be free? So you're essentially, according to Esau, they're deporting people back to a place where they're going to be subjugated, where they're going to be oppressed. That makes no sense, but people eat this up. They believe whatever Esau says, like they're God and whatever. And now look at the state that it's basically what Esau does all the time. They tell you a lie, you believe it, and then they tell you another lie, you believe that, and then you have no critical thinking. You don't say, how does that make any sense?
Right. That goes back to their popular persuasion. All of this is popular persuasion that we're looking at, right? You get a scripture?
Yeah.
Let me get Micah 2, verse 1. Micah 2 and 1. This is Esau right here. The Bible gives us a clue who this man is.
The book of Micah, chapter 2 and verse 1.
Read.
Woe to them that devise iniquity.
So the Bible says destruction to them that devise iniquity. What iniquity did Esau devise? For example, with this whole Venezuela going over there to say that they got drugs, Maduro, he trumped up on drug charges and so forth. They devised that. It's that popular persuasion, right? Go ahead.
And work evil upon their beds.
And they work evil. This is something they've been planning to do, right? Go ahead.
When the morning is light, they practice it.
So they plan it, right? They plan it at night, but in the morning, they're going to practice it. They're going to do what they said they was going to do. Go ahead.
Because it is in the power of their hand.
They have the power. They rule this planet. They rule this planet. They have that power to do whatever they want to do. They have the weaponry. They have the military, the economic might, right? Go ahead.
And they covet fields.
And they do what?
They covet fields.
They covet fields. This man covet Iraq, he covet over there. Now Venezuela, he covet fields. He covet the Americas. He's planning to covet the Americas again. Take over those lands. What they said it's in like Bishop was bringing out yesterday. He says it's
Monroe.
No, they said that Mexico, Central America, it's in the backyard of the United States.
Yes. Yep.
Right? Go ahead.
And they covet fields and take them by violence.
And they take them by war. They take these fields by war. Take these lands by war. Because why? They covet the resources that we have. Right? The oil, okay, the gold, the uranium, okay, they covet these things. Go ahead.
And houses, and take them away. So they oppress a man and his house.
Right. They enslave us, right? They enslave us, take our houses and so forth, right? So they oppress, oh man, go ahead.
Even a man and his heritage.
And they take our identity, right? They take our identity, all right? So that's all I wanted on that.
So what it has the tribe of Venezuela is Asher. Asher. I was showing up on an article where the president of Colombia says that America buys drugs from Colombia, and Trump told him, watch his ass. Trump said, watch your ass. Trump crazy, bro. Trump crazy. That dude.
You gotta love him, man.
I have to get respect. Yo, turn the AC on, man. Back of my neck is cold. Anyway, I gotta fix that. But anyways, this guy Trump, he's honest, man. He's honest. Give me real quick Obadiah. Obadiah verse 1, man.
Obadiah. Verse 1. Come on. The vision of Obadiah. Thus saith the Lord God concerning Edom. We have heard a rumor from the Lord, and an ambassador is sent among the heathen. Arise ye, and let us rise up against her in battle.
Right. This is going to happen in the future. Edom, go ahead.
Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen.
Meaning hated. This is going into the Israelis really in first and foremost. They're slowly becoming small or hated among the people because they're starting to reveal their cards. It all started with Kyrie Irving being attacked. Them attacking Ye. They exposed themselves to this. You know, they exposed themselves for being behind a lot of things, being responsible for a lot of things behind the scenes. And Ye pointed it out. Nick Cannon, too. That happened with him. They start to show their behind because these guys have been pulling the strings for a long, long time. They're behind these secret councils. They're behind world domination in terms of the banking system, in terms of the trading, in terms of even the government agencies, FBI, CIA. They're behind a lot of it. I believe the ADL is in the same building as the FBI. The same damn building.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So these guys have been doing a lot of evil for a long time, and they've grown comfortable, and they're getting messy. So now people are starting to keep it on. Even Candace Owens is going crazy, is going ham on these dudes too, man. She's going hard. She's going hard on these dudes. You know, she's starting to also get a voice, you know, and she's bringing some things out that's making them uncomfortable. So slowly, this world is unraveling. Read on.
Thou art greatly despised.
Thou art greatly despised. Go ahead.
The pride of thine heart have deceived thee.
Pride of thine heart hath deceived thee. Go ahead.
Thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock.
Come on. You mean from the Caucasus Mountains? Go ahead.
Whose habitation is high.
Mountainous.
That saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground?
That says in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? Well, you say that when you have power. You say that when you have authority. Trump talks. That's how Trump talks. Who can bring me down to the ground?
Yep.
Trump. That's how Trump speaks. America's the most powerful country in the world. We can't be stopped. Trump is the most. America. He speaks the way he speaks how America feels. Go ahead.
Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle.
No, you can't deny this. America exalts itself as the eagle. That is the national emblem of America. The eagle. Go ahead.
And though thou set thy nest among the stars.
The Space Force. We're going to establish a Space Force. That's what he did. Establish a Space Force. Nest among the stars. Go ahead.
Thence will I bring thee down.
Once you've accomplished this, I'm going to bring you down to the ground. I'm going to bring you down. Go ahead.
Saith the Lord. If thieves come to thee, if robbers by night, how art thou cut off? Would they not have stolen till they have enough?
Edom never satisfy, man. They take and take and take till nothing's left. Thieves steal what they can. Edom steals everything they can. Go ahead.
If the grape gatherers come to thee, would they not leave some grapes? How are the things of Esau searched out? How are his hidden things sought up?
That's happening right now because he's telling on himself. Mm-hmm. He's telling on himself. He's doing what he wants to do, and he's making it known. Listen, America, as of this year, will be 250 years old. We are in the age of decadence. America is going to plummet worse than you ever seen it. Trump is not going to fix this. Trump is going to make it work. They're trying to take over and conquer now because they're trying to rebuild and make America what it once was. No. America's going to fall. Now, Give me the article. Matter of fact, let me see something. Give me Second Chronicles 24. No, Second Kings 24. And I want verse 1, verse 8, regarding a king.
Verse 1.
Yeah, verse 8. 2 Kings 24, verse 8.
2 Kings chapter 24, verse 8. Jehoiakim was 18 years old when he began to reign, and he reigned in Jerusalem 3 months. And his mother's name was Nehushta, the daughter of Elnathan of Jerusalem.
Jump down to verse 11.
Verse 11.
No, read verse 10. This happened to Medodo, right?
At that time, the servants of Nebuchadnezzar,
Oh, God.
king of Babylon,
Nebuchadnezzar.
king of Babylon came up against Jerusalem, and the king was besieged.
And the city was besieged. And the city was besieged.
And the city was besieged.
Right, so now, so at this point, it's helicopters. The city was besieged. That's what America did to Medodo. Watch this.
And Nebuchadnezzar, the king of Babylon, came against the city, and his servants did besiege it.
And America besieged it. Watch this. Venezuela, watch this.
And Jehoiakim, the king of Judah, went out to the king of Babylon, he and his mother, and his servants, and his princes, and his officers. And the king of Babylon took him in the eighth year of his reign.
Jump to verse 15.
Verse 15. And he cried away, carried away Jehoiakim to Babylon, the king and the king's mother, and the king's wives.
The king's what?
Wives.
So Medodo got taken away with his wife. Watch.
And his officers, and the mighty of the land, those carried he into captivity from Jerusalem to Babylon.
That's happened to Medodo. Same thing. Now watch what they're going to do. Jump down to verse 17.
17. And the king of Babylon made Mattaniah, the father's brother, king in his stead, and changed his name to Zedekiah.
Oh,
Zedekiah.
God.
Zedekiah.
Zedekiah.
He just made up a whole new name. Zedekiah.
Right.
Read 17 again, please.
And the king of Babylon made Mattaniah.
Oh, God, yeah.
His
Officer.
All praises, though. All
Thank you, officer. Thank you.
You can read. Congratulations.
And 17.
I get it.
Let y'all get it, man. You have us here all day, man. It's going to be crazy.
And
17.
And the king of Babylon made Mattaniah, his father's brother, king in his stead, and changed his name to Zedekiah.
So the king of Babylon made Mattaniah, his father's brother, king in his stead, and changed his name to Zedekiah. So Mattaniah's name was changed to Zedekiah. He was a puppet king. So Babylon displaced one king that was not for their interests for a king that was in their interests. So this is a common thing that heathens would do. They would conquer a ruler that was not subject to them or went against them, because Jehoiakim rebelled against Babylon. So they took him out and put his uncle in his stead and changed his name, showing he's a puppet. His name is Mattaniah. Said, no, your name is Zedekiah from now on. Now read on.
Verse 18, Zedekiah was 21 years old when he began to reign, and he reigned 11 years in Jerusalem. And his mother's name was Hamutal, the daughter of Jeremiah of Libnah. Jeremiah, of Libnah.
It's spreading.
Right.
Jeremiah.
Sorry, D.
It's okay, officer. Damn. All right, so my point is that this is common practice where an empire would conquer a nation or their king, take their women and their mothers and their servants, whoever's loyal to them, of status, captive, and put in another puppet king. So Mattaniah, whose name was changed to Zedekiah, he was set up as a puppet king over Judah at this point in time when Babylon reigned. America's the new Babylon, doing the exact same thing to our brother. Now, give me the article I posted initially with Medodo, what he says about himself. I had touched on this about us coming here. You are foundational Americans need to pay attention to this, because even he has this knowledge as well. Venezuela, Nicolas Maduro claims he's a real Jew. Not that one. That's good, but not that one. Not yet. Go to the other one. Earlier one. I posted. Read that one. Now he knows the difference. Watch. Read.
Venezuela's anti-Semitic leader
I found this today, by the way. I noticed he even said this. Go ahead.
admits Jewish ancestry. Nicolas Maduro defends Caracas' policies toward Israel, says his grandparents were Sephardic Jews who converted to Catholicism. Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro has dismissed accusations that his country's ties with Iran are fostering anti-Semitism in Latin America,
Israel didn't want him ally with Russia. Go ahead.
explaining that Caracas is critical of Israel's policies, not the Jewish people.
Damn. Go ahead.
In an interesting twist, Maduro, the political successor of the late President Hugo Chavez, told the press last week that he himself was descended from Sephardic Jewish
He
ancestors.
professed that he himself was descended from Sephardic Jewish ancestors. Now, on. Scroll down. Right here. Read this here. Watch this.
My grandparents were Jewish.
My grandparents, both his grandparents, father's parents, or my father and mother. Watch this.
From a Sephardic Moorish background.
What'd he say?
From a Sephardic Moorish background.
What's that mean? That means that he was a real Jew.
Right.
He said, my grandparents were Sephardic Moorish black. I mean, my grandparents were black. They were the original Jews that came here to the Americas and converted to Catholicism. These were the real Jews that ran here. That ran
Conversos.
to the Conversos, exactly. The Conversos.
Wow.
The moist Moorish background. So Maduro is our people, hands down. Okay, so even he had knowledge. Apparently his family retained that knowledge
Yep.
that they were Jews that left out of Spain and came over here and converted to Catholicism, but they were of Moorish background. His grandparents.
Basically,
he-
crypto Jews.
Yeah, crypto Jews. So he had complete knowledge. He had complete knowledge of the history of the Jews coming here. Now, what ended up happening was, and I brought this out before, that during the Inquisition, when they started to exile and conquer us, many of us fled out of Spain and Portugal around the early 1500s or late 1400s. And so we fled over here. And what happened was that was our escape route. So the Spanish crown passed a law saying no more Jews can come to the Americas anymore unless they're converts. Now, real quick, give me that real quick. It's a new world jury. I gotta see if I can find it. I'm gonna try to shoot for it if I can find it. Now, it should have been like a page where it mentions that they have paperwork. Zoom in. Wait, go through the page. Go through the pages real fast. Let me see. Hold on. Okay, zoom in. Go to the next page. This isn't it. Zoom in. It mentions I'm having pure blood, fourth generation. This is fourth generation. Next.
It says pure blood.
Yeah. It says pure blood. Ladino. Let me see. Nope. Next. It says something. It says fourth generation.
You can go to Internet Archive.
Yeah, that's what I'm
and
looking
just,
for right now.
Just put in fourth generation.
Yeah. Go down.
It'll pop up
Nope.
in the
Next.
search.
Zoom in. Go. See?
Yeah, page 17.
All praises. Page 17. Page 17. We should have it.
It starts with the Portuguese in the bottom.
Yeah, go
Yep,
to
there.
16,
Yep.
page 16. Okay, here we go. Let me see. Go up. Go to the next page.
The bottom.
Go down the bottom. Right there. Read that.
The Portuguese discovered South America in 1500.
So the Portuguese discovered South America, that's Asher, in 1500, because they already conquered Northern Kingdom. They were conquering us on this side. Go ahead.
Soon after the discovery, many Jews came to the West Indies. All known islands were under Spanish sovereignty from the earliest days.
So many of the Jews ran to the Spanish colonies. Go ahead. Ran to the West Indies. Go ahead.
By illegal means, and then proceeded to the mainland.
By illegal means. So we would stow away on the ships and run over here. Go ahead.
Called Tierra Firma. Spain barred all Jews and their descendants to the 4th generation from coming to the New World.
Spain barred. Hold on, go back. Spain barred all Jews and their descendants to the 4th generation from coming to the New World. Meaning what? Meaning the Jews and Moors that came to the Americas first in the early 1500s were now barred from doing so until they provided evidence that they were no longer had Jewish, that's the one I'm looking for. It's to say Jewish or Moorish blood. Until they had no more Jewish, Moorish blood in their veins. These are Israelis. Go next page. Read that.
Portuguese Jews often served as sailors on the ships that smuggled Jews into the New World.
So our brothers who worked on the ships would oftentimes smuggle our brothers and sisters on the ships to the New World when the Spaniards conquered us. Okay, go ahead.
As early as 1493 and as late as 1802, Spain issued decrees barring Jews and Moors from the Spanish colonies.
That's going into America. That's going into the Americas. From 1493 to 1802, Spain issued decrees stopping Jews and Moors from traveling to the Americas. So Maduro understood his grandparents were of this line here. The original Jews that came to South America prior to Spain stopping the real ones from coming and letting the fake ones come instead to enslave the ones that they conquered over here. Okay?
Page 138 is what you want.
Yeah, go to that one. T or the air? Yeah, let me see. Go down. Right there. Read that.
The Lusitanian crown had difficulty in populating its new colony. Although, unlike Spain, it did not prohibit descendants of Jews to the 4th generation from migrating to the New World.
So right here, the Lusitanian crown, or I believe it's European.
That's Portugal.
Portugal.
Lusitania is the name that the Romans gave that area when they colonized it, when Esau was, doing this thing. They gave that region to Portugal. In the Iberian Peninsula, the name Lusitania. So the Lusitanian crown is referring to Portugal.
Okay. So the Portuguese crown had difficulty in populating its new colony. Okay. Matter of fact, go up some. Yeah, start from legend states.
Legend states that Gaspar da Gama was a Polish Jew who had gone to India with Vasco da Gama.
So Vasco da Gama was a sailor that traveled to India to find Israelites. And Christopher Columbus read his writings. He conquered, he came to India 2 years prior to Columbus arriving here. So Columbus would read and study the writings of other explorers. Vasco da Gama was one of them. Jasper da Gama might have been his brother or something, I don't know, or whatever. But they were Polish. He was a converts that traveled to India because they know that wherever the real Israelites are found, wealth is found. So it says he adopted
the name da Gama when he was compelled to convert to Christianity.
Because remember, the Jews and Moors, we ruled over Spain. When the Edomites were there, some of them converted to Islam and became Mozarabs, and some of them converted to Judaism or Jew and became converts, Israelis. Okay? And then eventually when the Jews were conquered, these Israelis that converted to Judaism became conquistadors to help the Christians conquer us and take over our identity in our land. So it says he adopted the name da Gama. Go ahead.
Brazil began.
Yeah, that's fine.
Brazil became a Portuguese colony by virtue of the June 1494 Treaty of Tordesillas between Spain and Portugal.
Yep, watch.
Which modified the longitudinal line under the earlier award of Pope Alexander VI.
That means that basically Pope Alexander VI of Rome, he passed an edict that allowed Spain and Portugal to share portions of land and draw a line between Spain's land and Portugal's land of possession under his authority. Go ahead. This guy, Pope Alexander VI of Rome, is the father of Caesar Borgia, the white Jesus, the image of white Jesus the world worships today. Go ahead.
The new line divided the new world between Spain and Portugal.
See, that goes back to the longitudinal line between Spain and Portugal. Go ahead.
And resulted in awarding unknowingly what is known as Brazil to Portugal.
Right, so Brazil was given to Portugal. Go ahead.
The Lusitanian crown
the Portuguese crown. Go ahead.
Had difficulty in populating its new colony. Although, unlike Spain, it did not prohibit descendants of Jews to the fourth generation from migrating to the New World.
So, unlike Spain, Portugal did not. It says, read it again.
The Lusitanian crown had difficulty in populating its new colony.
Get people to come over there and move in. Go ahead.
Although, unlike Spain, it did not prohibit descendants of Jews to the fourth generation from migrating to the New World.
Okay, so Portugal allowed the Jews and Moors to travel to Spain, but Spain did not allow it. I missed that. Go ahead.
It did not incorporate into its agreements with leaders of colonizing expeditions that all potential settlers had to possess certificates of limpieza de sangre, clean blood.
Watch.
Read non-Jewish or non-Moorish for 4 generations.
So Spain had passed an edict that anyone that comes to the Americas had to have pure white blood after 4 generations. Remember, after 3 generations, you're done. I showed you Drake's father, his son, and if his son married, Drake's father's black as hell. His son, that's 3 generations there. That's 3 generations. That's 3. So his father messed with a white woman. You see how Drake came out. Then Drake messed with a white woman as well. You see how his son came out. So 4 generations, it's over. Once his son if his son gets a white girl, it's a wrap. His grandfather ceased from existence. That's 4 generations. So once you pen to the papers to show that you are now officially, looking like, or I guess, married into a white family and washed out the Negro in the back, you can come to America. Portugal didn't care. The reason why Portugal didn't care is because Portugal had so much black blood in them, so much they couldn't wash themselves out. So they said, "Well, we're not going to pass that law. Spain can do it, but we won't do it, for now." So going back to my point, Maduro goes back to the descendants of these people here that arrived in South America and so on and so forth as Moorish descent. Jews, Sephardi Jews of Moorish descent. Spanish Jews or Portuguese Jews is still Spanish Jews of Moorish descent. All right? And then Spain passed a law that your blood had to be clean. You had to be officially no more Moorish blood in you or Jewish blood in you because the Jews and Moors are both black. All right? So Maduro had knowledge of this. And Maduro had knowledge that he is a real Jew. Now, go back to that article again. Read again.
My grandparents were Jewish from a Sephardic Moorish background and converted to Catholicism in Venezuela. The mother of Minister of Communication and Information, Ernesto Villegas, also comes from a similar background.
So they all have knowledge of this. Go ahead.
Blow it up just a little bit. Maduro said last week, according to Aparea, a Venezuelan news portal supportive of Chavez's socialist platform and reform initiatives. I am sorry to hear about the statements made by Claudio Eppelman, director of the Latin American Jewish Congress, who I know and have received many times, saying that there's anti-Semitism in Venezuela and implicating Chavez and me in it, Maduro says. He can accuse me, but he should leave Chavez out of it, he added. According to Aparea, Eppelman said that a strong presence and strengthening of relations of
That's
various...
Go to the next article I want. Next one. Yep. Go to the next article. Yep, right here.
Venezuela's Nicolas Maduro claims.
No, that was back. That article I showed you earlier was 2013.
13, yep.
This is 2000. This is recent. He says it again. Go ahead. Now we know how far back he knows. Go ahead.
Claims he is a real Jew, unlike Bibi Netanyahu. Venezuelan leader Nicolas Maduro launched a furious tirade against Israeli Prime Minister Bibi Netanyahu, labeling him the Hitler of the 21st century.
Yeah, they want to attack him. Baby Netanyahu's bombing and killing people left and right. But they won't overthrow him, but they overthrow Maduro because he's dangerous. Bibi Netanyahu's been killing people for the past few years, the last year now? Nothing happens to him. But this guy is a terrorist. Okay, go ahead.
Over Israel's military response to Iran, Maduro, who maintains a close alliance with the Iranian regime, made the comments during a session of his government's 7 Transformations workshop.
Jump down to right there, Maduro.
Maduro then questioned Netanyahu's Jewish lineage.
Whoa. Read it again.
Maduro then questioned Netanyahu's Jewish
He
lineage.
said, I question Netanyahu's lineage because remember, this man's being exposed. People doing their research, realizing that a lot of these Zionist leaders are Europeans. They're German, they're Polish, they're Russian. You know, they're Eastern Europeans. They're not who they're not. They're changing their names. They're going from Bibi Netanyahu. That's not his real name.
Right.
That's not his name. It's some Polish name. Watch, read.
And bizarrely suggested that he himself carries true Jewish ancestry.
So him saying that is bizarre.
Right.
That ain't bizarre. Not to those who are learned and read of being of Moorish Jewish descent. That makes perfect sense. So, but the article says, oh, it's bizarre. It's not bizarre. It's a fact.
Those trigger words.
Yeah, trigger words. Oh, bizarre. Go ahead, watch.
I am a Christian, but Jewish blood runs through my veins. Sephardic blood.
Sephardic Moorish blood. Come on.
From the authentic Jews.
From the what?
From the authentic Jews.
He said the authentic Jews.
That's right.
The black ones.
That's
the
right.
Moorish ones. Go ahead.
Of the 12 tribes. Those of Moses.
Go ahead.
Those Jews of the 12 tribes who are not the ones in charge today in the state of Israel.
Damn.
Those who govern today under Netanyahu are not authentic Jews.
They're not real Jews. Go ahead.
He is a hodgepodge who comes from Poland.
Damn.
Woo, Maduro said. Condemning Israel's.
No, that's all I want. That's all. We don't need anything else. This Revelation 2:9.
They like, man, this nigga know too much.
He know too much. You know he a Moorish Jew. Now get this guy out of here, man.
Gotta get him out of here.
And he a supporter of Hugo Chavez.
Revelation chapter 2, verse 9. I know thy works and tribulations and poverty, but thou art rich. And I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan.
Or the synagogue of Satan. What happened?
The
nothing.
image with the Pope.
Oh,
With the
3 and 9.
Look crazy.
3 and 9. Behold, I will make them of the synagogue of Satan, which say they are Jews, and are not, but do lie. Behold, I will make them to come and worship before thy feet, and to know that I have loved thee.
So once again, those who say they are Jews and are not, but do lie. So even Christ talks about them as well. Give me Wisdom of Solomon 2.
Where do you want to start?
2 and verse 16.
Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2, verse 16. Come on. We are esteemed of him as counterfeits.
Right here. We are esteemed of him as counterfeits. These guys are counterfeits. These guys over there in Israel today are modern Pharisees.
Right.
They observe modern Phariseeism. Rabbinical Judaism is the result of past Phariseeism. The Pharisees were liars, murderers, extortioners, and haters of the followers of Christ. These guys took on the same exact attributes as the black or the original Pharisees. They took on the doctrine of the Pharisees and the nature of them. That's why Christ said to the Pharisees, the real ones back then, ye are of your father the devil, because those two worked hand in hand. The Edomite Romans became Pharisees. That's what happened. We conquered Rome under Septimius Severus, and those Caesars or Kaisers were forced into the mountains and became Kaisers or Khazars. Then we fled from our own people who ruled over Rome into Khazaria or Ukraine, and we taught these Caesars or Khazars, Kaisers, Judaism. And they rose up, conquered us, and became Jews. All these guys that's in Israel today are Romans. They're Romans. Then they say, oh no, according to the Talmud, the European race is Romans. No, that's y'all. Y'all are Romans. They're Romans. Dressed like Russians. This is Russian attire. The big top hat, the big fuzzy hat, that's Russia. The tzitzits, that's pagan nonsense. That ain't in the Bible. It's not in there. That's some Khazarian, I don't know where that's from. It's not biblical. It's not in the Bible at all. It's not there. That's Russian. Those hats there, those are Russian hats. Ukrainian hats, the black, all that stuff. It's all nonsense. Now read verse 16 again.
We are esteemed of him as counterfeits.
They are esteemed of us as counterfeits. Go ahead.
He abstaineth from our ways as from filthiness.
We abstain from their ways as from filthiness, the sons of God, and the Son of God and his children. Go ahead.
He pronounceth the end of the just to be blessed.
We pronounce the end of the just to be blessed. Go ahead.
And maketh his boast that God is his father.
And we make the boast that God is our father. And Christ made the boast that God was his father, because what happened to the son happened to his children or his disciples. So we esteem them as counterfeits. They're not what they say they are. And the world is starting to take notice of it. The world is starting to see that these guys are not who they appear to be whatsoever. All right? Now, this all goes back to the class. What else we got there? Read that here. Now, when they displaced or conquered Maduro was a loyal follower of Hugo Chavez. Hugo Chavez had some amazing words. And Hugo Chavez also embraced and acknowledged his black ancestry too. Hugo Chavez gave us that gas station.
Yeah.
It's called what was he
What's
forgetting?
E with a
Hugo Chavez's his gas he bought for the poor over here.
I forget.
It's
Something
called
again, shit. No, it's not Chevron. No. Citgo, yeah.
Citgo is actually affordable. You go to that gas station, that gas be affordable.
They say, the gas used to be like, they say 13 cents a gallon in Venezuela.
Wow.
Before the sanctions and all that started.
Yep. Because we had a land full of it, Asher. Read that.
The U.S. bombs the mausoleum of Hugo Chavez. In Caracas. And social media is wondering if Fidel Castro's will be next.
So they destroyed the place where Hugo Chavez's remains were found. We buried him in the mausoleum, and yesterday they bombed it. After they removed Maduro from power, they went under Trump's orders. They bombed Hugo Chavez's remains, his tomb. They desecrated it with missiles. Esau don't forget. You niggas forget. The white man don't forget nothing. Hugo Chavez is talking about the devil, how the Satan was here. Mm-hmm. Then Trump wasn't in office at the time, but Trump took offense to that.
I got the video of Hugo Chavez.
Yeah, and bombed his grave. The white man is not forget. You niggas try to save this man. Oh, there's some good ones. But the white man goes, nah. Bomb. Remove Hugo Maduro and bomb Hugo Chavez's grave site too. While you're at it, that guy was in office. He was disrespectful to us. Press play.
posibilidad de una guerra está ahí entonces.
Pero tú no ves la amenaza que es para nosotros, el imperio de los Estados Unidos.
¿Por qué cree que Estados Unidos quiere atacar Venezuela?
Bueno, ahí está la historia reciente. Yo te voy a decir la causa más importante. Aquí mismo, está la reserva de petróleo más grande de este planeta.
Oh, he says right here is the largest oil reserve on the planet. Why? Is it the prophecy? Genesis 49? Genesis 49? What I want?
You want Deuteronomy 33? 24?
Yeah, we read both of them, but that's fine. Yeah, 33, 33 is fine.
Got it. We got it off. So you got
Yeah,
Deuteronomy 33, verse 24. And of Asher he said, let Asher be blessed with children. Let him be acceptable to his brethren. And let him dip his foot in oil.
Read again.
And of Asher he said, let Asher be blessed with children.
Let Asher be. So Asher is very, very abundant with children. They have lots of kids. Go ahead.
Let him be acceptable to his brethren.
Let him be. Because a lot of y'all see those are our people over there when they are our people. Because y'all simple as hell and don't know anything. Go ahead.
And let him dip his foot in oil.
Let him what?
Let him dip his foot in oil.
Let him dip his foot in oil. Meaning what? Meaning that his land would be rich with oil. Read again.
And of Asher he said, let Asher be blessed with children. Let him be acceptable to his brethren. And let him dip his foot in oil.
Let him dip his foot in oil. Meaning he would be blessed with lots of oil in the land. Read on.
Thy shoes shall be iron and brass.
Meaning his land will be rich with iron and brass. With iron and brass. Brazil literally means, I believe it means of iron.
Iron, yeah.
Land of iron. Barazal. It's a Hebrew name for iron. I mean, it's Barazal.
Yeah,
It means
so-
land of iron. That's what Brazil's it's a Hebrew name pretty much. It's a Hebrew word pretty much. The natives gave it for iron. But this land over here is filled with is literally filled with oil. So the Lord blessed Asher over there with oil. Okay? The largest. Venezuela has the largest. Larger than Saudi Arabia. Damn. Crude oil reserves. Larger than Saudi Arabia. All right, the Lord blessed Ishmael too, but he blessed us more. All right, dip his foot in oil. Asher was blessed to have the oil, and Esau knows that. Wherever you find God's people, you will find the blessings of God. The oil, the iron. That's why America. That's why these white folks, their empires cannot thrive without America's.
Right.
Central and South America, without Africa.
Yep.
Wherever Israel is found in abundance, you're gonna find abundance of resources, because God loves His people. Even in our lowest estate, in our most poorest condition, God will have His people surrounded by wealth and resources. As a curse, we can't enjoy them for the most part, but God surrounds His people with wealth and resources because wherever we are, God, that place is blessed. It's land.
Hey, Deke, they just found in Uganda, I think they just found another mine of gold. It was a lot of gold, too. I forgot how much. It was some tons of gold that they just found over in a couple $1 trillion. Wow. So just to prove that the Lord put us in those areas where we have those abundant of wealth and resources.
Even in Haiti, in Haiti, you got uridium. Iridium is a meteor hit Haiti and left a big ass mountain of iridium. Iridium is used to cover spaceships. It's fire resistant.
Damn.
Iridium is almost more expensive than platinum and damn gold almost. It's like I can't explain the trillion. Not even trillions. It's a mountain of it.
Right.
That the armies over there, militaries over there, carry out in trucks by the truckloads. Black dust, iridium. What's that here? Yeah, iridium. A rare, extremely hard, brittle, and silvery white transition metal in the platinum group. It's in the platinum group. Highly resistant to heat.
Damn, it's in spark plugs.
Yeah, it's in everything. One of the
Medical
most
devices.
densest elements in Haiti is covered in it.
Don't let Negroes find that out. They ain't spark plugs.
Nah, shit.
But here's the Uganda. It says Uganda announced a massive gold discovery, estimating over 31 million metric tons of gold ore containing potentially 320,000 tons of refined gold, value at $12 trillion.
And Uganda will not see it.
Because they announced it. Well, people, why we do this?
I don't know, man. Our people are stupid, bro. They are stupid as hell over there.
Hey, white man, I found gold.
I found gold. Oh, man. Who was like unto the beast? Right. Press play. Go ahead. Continue with Chavez.
A Estados Unidos se le está acabando el eso, de que Estados Unidos quiera poner aquí un gobierno subordinado a él, al imperio, como lo tuvieron durante.
The United States is running out of oil. How? How you run out of oil? Because Esau doesn't stop. That's Obadiah. He will not stop till he has enough. He steals things till nothing's left. He drains the land dry. That's earthquakes. He drains the earth dry till nothing's left. God said that the earth rest. Esau says, I don't care what God says. Earth don't got to rest. The earth rests. The earth will rest when I say it can rest. He takes the oil. That's why there's very little oil left. But in the Americas, they're smart. It's housed. It's abundant. So he's saying North America is running out of oil. They're going to try to come and take ours. I know this for a fact. But the woman, oh, God. The woman, how do you know? How do you know? So we don't, no. Stop talking. Stop. Stop talking. Press play.
Durante mucho tiempo es el petróleo venezolano.
Quiero hacerle una pregunta sin que a usted le moleste. ¿Está usted paranoico con Estados Unidos?
No, de ninguna manera.
Are you
Yo
paranoid?
solo soy realista. Si tú le pudieras hacer esa pregunta que me has hecho a mí, lo que pasa es que no podrás porque la mayoría están muertos. Hazle esa pregunta a Jacobo Arbenz, que era presidente de Guatemala cuando yo estaba naciendo, tú no habías nacido. Solo porque quiso hacer una reforma agraria. Lo invadieron Estados Unidos y lo derrocaron. Tú pudieras hacerle esa pregunta a João Goulart, el brasileño. Lo derrocaron Estados Unidos. Tú pudieras hacerle esa pregunta Salvador Allende, el presidente mártir. Tú pudieras hacerle esa pregunta a Juan Bosch, el expresidente dominicano derrocado por la invasión de los Estados Unidos. Tú pudieras hacerle esa pregunta a mi general Omar Torrijos, asesinado por la CIA. Y ya, muchos más. ¿No es paranoica? Es la verdad. Yo estoy cumpliendo una responsabilidad de jefe de Estado. Los paranoicos son otros, los de la extrema derecha, los enloquecidos que creen que el mundo no va a cambiar, las burguesías de este continente, pitiyanquis que pretenden a rajatabla seguir dominando estos pueblos y no van a poder lograrlo. Solo después del 11 de septiembre, Estados Unidos empezó a hacer la lista de terroristas. Bueno, y a mí me tienen también en esa lista. Estados Unidos, el gobierno de Estados Unidos, lanzó una bomba atómica sobre Hiroshima, una bomba atómica, y otra sobre Nagasaki.
So, this man was speaking facts. The white man did not forget what he said there. And Trump said, "Yo, bomb his grave."
Show that graphic I had posted earlier before you put that video.
I got a page.
With the map. Not that one, with the map. Of Latin America. To add to what Hugo Chavez was saying, how he's not paranoid. This is something America does, where they intervene in other countries and set up coups, take down leaders, and all that. I set it up, that one. So the numbers y'all see on the map for the countries is the number of interventions that the U.S. had in these countries. If you want to read that, officer.
Guatemala, 1954. CIA directs bombing, invasion, and coup after newly elected president nationalizes uninvited fruit company.
No, newly elected government.
Government nationalizes uninvited fruit company lands. Killings 200,000.
Cuba, 6 interventions.
CIA leads Bay of Pigs invasion to people revolution, but are defeated by Cuban people.
That's when Fidel Castro.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Haiti.
And U.S. troops removed democratically elected left-wing president Aristide.
Mm-hmm.
Troops occupy country.
So 4 interventions there. Puerto Rico.
Holding island as a colony since 1898. U.S. helps crush rebellion demanding independence.
DR 4.
Bombing and U.S. troop invasion during elections to prevent election of left-wing leader.
So initially, they had put Trujillo in power. He was in power for about 35 years. He was the worst dictator of all in Latin America.
Yep.
When he got taken out they also fomented a coup to take Trujillo out because he was getting too crazy. And then Juan Bosch got on, and that's the guy that Hugo Chavez was talking about that they deposed after Trujillo got killed.
Juan Bosch?
Yeah, Juan Bosch, yep.
How was he? He's a leader.
He's an Edomite.
Oh, okay. All right.
Grenada.
U.S. bombing and invasion after popular revolution.
Venezuela. That's the 2002 coup. That's when Hugo Chavez was in power.
Mm-hmm.
U.S.-backed coup kills civilians, kidnaps President Hugo Chavez before the Venezuelan people force his return.
Wow.
Chile.
CIA-backed coup ousts popular, democratically elected socialist president.
2 interventions there. Panama. 9 interventions.
U.S. troops bombing forces regime change, killing 2,000 plus.
They had put Noriega in power there.
Wow.
But once Noriega started helping his people, they
Yeah.
took him out. Nicaragua.
CIA funds and directs Contra death squads against Popular People's Movement, murdering 50,000 plus in the destroying movement.
That goes back to the Snowfall. Remember the Snowfall was the show?
The show Snowfall?
Yeah. Yeah, remember they were selling cocaine in the United States in order to fund this
Yeah,
this
that's
thing in
around.
Nicaragua.
That's around that time, 81.
Yep.
Yeah.
They were using the cocaine being smuggled into the U.S. from there in order to fund these operations in Nicaragua to depose the government. So they were killing our people here with the drugs, destroying our people here with the drugs, and at the same time using those same funds that we gave them in order to destroy our brothers and sisters down there in Nicaragua as well.
Wow.
Honduras.
89 in Panama. That goes back to the Panama Deception.
Yeah,
You could check that out.
Panama Deception was when the government tested their newly acquired weaponry, their technology. They were cutting people. They had lasers, cutting people in half. They had tanks running over cars, crushing families alive in the cars. They were using all kinds of space age weapons, like weaponry, like high tech weaponry.
It's an experiment, basically.
Experimenting their weapons on our people over there during that time. It's called the Panama Deception. Terrible. This man's technology is on a higher level, and that was in the 80s.
Right.
So even we can only imagine where he is now with technology, with the weapons he has now.
35 years ago.
35 years ago. Go ahead.
U.S.-backed coup removes democratically elected president. U.S. funds and directs death squads to crush Popular People's Movement, killing 75,000 plus and destroying movement.
So now, going back to what Hugo Chavez was saying, I'm not paranoid. He's seen all these things happening. He's like, look, I know what they do. This is what they've done here. They did it to him as well. They tried to kidnap him. They killed his general. I'm like, I'm not paranoid. This is what they do. So I'm just, as a leader of the state, I have to prepare myself. I have to prepare my people. I have to take care of my people. So who are the paranoid? You know, so.
Hey, didn't they do Mexico too around 1945 or something like that? There was an atomic bomb up there. I read something.
But they tested the first bomb in Mexico. Okay. They tested a bomb. They tested the hydrogen bomb in Mexico. Before they dropped it on Japan.
Wow.
Going back to the point about the Lord, how the Lord, he placed us where wealth is, right? Going back, remember here in North America, remember with Gad, remember when they replaced us during the Trail of Tears, the Osage tribe, remember they found oil, right? That's what the movie Killers of the Flower Moon was about.
Yeah, yep.
Right?
Same
So
thing.
oil, the Lord put us where, oil and gold and so forth was. Where we had those resources. All right? So he blessed us with those resources.
And
Going back
Killers of the Flower Moon, that goes right back to the Israelis, because the Israelis are marrying the women. The Israelis are so-called Jewish. They were marrying into the families of the Osage and washing them out, warding them out. So a lot of the Osage look like white folks now. A lot of them, they washed them out through the women. And the mother in the movie was saying, "Yo, why are you laying with these men? Stop laying with them." She was old and dying.
Yeah, yep.
Stop laying with them. They're washing us out.
Yep.
And the woman said, "Hey, no, the woman." So they got washed out. This is an hour away from Tulsa, Oklahoma. An hour away. They were conquering us at the exact same time. All right, go back to the article. Go back again to that again. Read that here.
The persecuted Jews carried into Africa the secret of their oppressors' weakness. The African descendants of those expelled from Spain by the Romans, like the modern Moors, never relinquished their hopes of reconquest.
Right, we never regained power again.
Right. So, but I wanted this page to land back what you were saying about how Esau, they were Romans.
Yep.
So that's why I brought that page out.
Expelled from Spain by the Romans. Expelled from Spain. We were expelled from Spain by Romans. They were called Hispano-Romans. Now that term is hard to find now. They're trying to hide it. But the Visigothic crown of Spain and Portugal, they were Hispano-Romans, placed there as the regional Gemina by Julius Caesar. He put them there, and they remained there up until that time. Okay, it's called regional, Gemina, forgot the term it's called. But Julius Caesar placed them there, and they stayed there and became Hispano-Romans, or Romans of Spain.
Germano,
yeah. So now, one more. Give me Deuteronomy 28, verse 33 and 34.
And Dick, I don't know if you want it now, but I know you're looking for Genesis 49 and 20.
Okay, yeah.
Deuteronomy 28, verse 23. Come on! And thy heavens that is over thy head shall be brass, and the earth that is under thee shall be iron. The Lord shall make the rain of thy land powder.
No. 33.
Deuteronomy, I got you. Deuteronomy 28, verse 33. The fruit of thy land and all thy labors shall a nation which thou knowest not eat up.
That's happening now. That's what's happened. That's what's happened over the course of time, from the time of the Spaniards to the Portuguese, the British, the Dutch, the French, the American whites. This is what the white man has done. The Berlin Conference of Africa, the scattering for Africa, the Americas is the same exact thing. Read again.
The fruit of thy land.
The fruit of thy land. Go ahead. That goes into your oils, your gold, your silver, your minerals, all your land resources. Go ahead. Read again.
The fruit of thy land and all thy labor.
All your labor on your land. Go ahead.
Shall a nation which thou knowest not.
The Europeans, in this instance, go ahead.
Eat up.
They're going to eat up your resources. Go ahead.
And thou shalt be only oppressed.
You shall be oppressed within your land while they steal your resources.
And crushed always.
That's happened to Maduro. That's happened to Chavez. They will crush us. They send in these FBI. They send in they call them Navy SEALs, Delta Force, jackals, destabilizers, secret militaries, mercenaries that go in there and destabilize lands and governments, cause confusion, set up coups. To do what? To reap the benefits of the land. Read on.
Verse 34, so that thou shalt be mad for the sight of thine eyes, which thou shalt see.
And we are upset because they bombed Hugo Chavez's grave and exiled and captured Maduro. It's upsetting.
Right. Esau's Delta Force is their top tier. They are over the Navy SEALs. They over the SEAls. That's their top tier.
That's the top tier. Overtly,
right,
that we know of, but they got other levels of soldiers on another level that we do not know of. Because I know men who are in the military in our congregation who they say, listen, there's some guys that they're a problem. He said there was in a boat one time. I can say who it was, brother. He was a former military man. He said he was a Marine. They were on a boat, and this squad rolled up. And they hopped out of their boat. They weren't next to the ship. They were far out. They hopped out their boat, swam onto the ship, and climbed on. No one knew they was on a boat. They just hopped on, and they knew everyone knew who they were. The elite, well, at least the top captains do. It's so and so. They swam to the boat. They swam in the ocean from their little boat, whatever they was on, swam to the big boat, climbed up on that joint, and got there and whatever they was doing. You have elite top tier military personnel that people do not know of. Delta Force is like, that's known, yeah, SEALs, but you got people on the higher level that do some things. Like the movie Black Panther, Killmonger. He was a destabilizer of governments. They call them jackals.
Right.
They call them jackals. These are like mercs. These are like mercenaries and different. They're a problem. So we're gonna take a quick break right now. We got to do a quick break. I don't want to go ahead right now. But stay tuned. We got some more. All right.
Hey, also let's get those likes up. We got over 800 viewing right now, so it should be
the likes up.
Over 800 likes. All right.
Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Don't forget to donate. Don't forget to donate. Hold on. Let me see.
There you go. Oh, come over.
There we go. Donate. All right. Don't forget to donate. All right. All praises. We'll be right back. All right.
What you're about to hear right now is different from what you might be used to. You've probably heard the term Hebrew Israelite, and you ask yourself, what does that mean? A lot of us see videos online of some black men marching and talking in the street. Today we have a special guest. His name is Captain Shem, and he's one of the leaders of the Israel United in Christ. It does. Are you able to quickly just show me the verse where Paul is described as?
Yes, thank you. Since you insist, I shall. Get Acts 21. Get Acts 21, verse 37.
Acts chapter 21 and verse 37.
Okay.
And as Paul was to be led into the castle.
So let's paint the picture. Who was being led into the castle? Paul. Now watch what the chief captain says in response to Paul. Read.
Who said, canst thou speak Greek?
He said, can you? Can you speak Greek? Read on.
Art not thou that Egyptian?
Now here's my question for you and your audience, which is very, very clear if we know history at all. What did the Egyptians look like?
Black.
Hey, Shalom, Most High Christ bless. Hey, I'm Officer Abishai with IUIC Kansas City. Hey, we're at 90.1 KKI radio, right?
Yes,
all right,
90.1 KKFI.
Yes, ma'am. I got Nikki Brooks. Hey, how did you think the radio show went?
I think it went great.
Okay.
Some information I did know, some information I didn't know.
Mm-hmm.
But overall, my mind was blown because the things that I didn't know, it pretty much just sealed the deal on what I assumed, and also some things that I was wondering about. So yeah, I got a lot of clarity, and hopefully you guys can come back soon so we can keep the conversation going, because we got into a lot of good details. And I think it's great for everybody to hear it, especially our people.
Okay. All praises, all praises. Hey, you heard it. Hey, we got a great show. Lord's willing, we can come back. Lord's willing, we touch somebody. All right. But with that, Shalom, Most High, Christ bless.
Bye. If somebody's not open-minded and they were to see you out on the street, they would be like, oh, okay, that's the Hebrew Israelite.
Yeah, they militant. Yeah. Stay
but
away
no,
from
it's not that vibe. It's not that vibe at all.
Shalom everyone, IUIC are back here again at our second back to school giveaway. This time we're here in Walthamstow. We had the opportunity to bless the community by giving away free school supplies, including books, pens, pencils, highlighters, and even t-shirts. They also received complimentary snacks and drinks. It was a joy to see so many smiles, and the children were truly grateful and excited to receive their free gifts. Giving to our community is what this is all about, supporting our youth and helping them for the school year ahead. Comment down below where you would like to see us next.
Thank you to IUIC for the back to school products.
Hey, Shalom, Messiah Christ bless. Hey, Captain Beck and Naya here, and this is our first annual Family and Friends Day. And one thing, man, that I love to see the scriptures coming out, man. We had the mighty prophets going into the word with them. And, man, we got a lot of people that truly is trying to get understanding pertaining to the word of God.
She's tough on me, so that's why I gotta see it. She's very passionate about her daddy getting the truth. So
I am.
It was just like an extended family. Everybody welcomed me.
Who's the king?
Details tonight on what's being described as a disturbing human trafficking operation between Queensland and Papua New Guinea.
Anarchy on the streets of Papua New Guinea as horrific rioting and looting sweeps through the capital Port Moresby, brought on by a police strike. Tonight, at least...
We're here in Papua New Guinea seeking and searching and teaching the 12 tribes of Israel. The people here in Papua New Guinea are one of the tribes of the nation of Israel. According to the flesh, the real Israelites. You're not spiritual Israelites, you are the real Israelites. And we're going to begin a presentation and prove it according to scriptures.
And it shall come to pass in that day that the Lord shall set his hand again the second time to recover the remnant of his people.
See, who's the Sabbath assigned between God and who? God and human race. He's not listening. He's not listening. The nation and kingdom that will not serve thee shall perish. Yea, those nations shall be utterly wasted. Those nations shall be utterly wasted. This is why they're going to observe the Sabbath. We are going to force God's laws on the whole planet Earth. That's right. You understand that? I know you're not taught that in church.
Yo, bro, I'm tired of Jacob's Cafe, man. It gotta be something else to eat, bro.
Nah, word of bro.
Que lo que vamos a ir colmado, comprar una fritura ahí, eso es lo más fácil de una vez.
Yo, English, my boy.
Let's get a fritura, you know what I'm saying? Something light.
Nah, it's dead break.
That's
It's dead
no.
break, bro. We out to 7-Eleven.
No,
Word.
siempre,
Say that,
7-Eleven,
yo.
lo mismo, siempre, every day, the same thing, every day. 7-Eleven, 7-Eleven. Come on,
7-Eleven, you know the vibe?
Yeah,
7, you know the vibe?
every day, every time.
You know the vibe already?
Yo, I think somebody's looking at us.
Bro, you always saying something.
Ya, de siempre no me creen nada. Yo siempre tengo el problema.
Bro, I don't know what he talking about, but bro, why we need Jacob's Cafe if you got this right here?
Nah, word, they be taxing.
Como que tú me vas a llenar.
Look at these dudes, man. Look at these Jews. They never supporting Jacob Cafe. Look at them. When I catch these dudes, man, it's gonna be a problem. Look at them, look at them.
Yo, bro, watch out, bro.
Oh, I'm telling you, look outside, look outside.
Yo! You see, bro? So, yo, we outside.
I told you, I told you.
Who the hell told Officer Obadiah we was at 7-Eleven, son?
I'm telling you, we every day there, every after 7, everybody knows we there. Everybody, and the school knows that we go there.
Bro.
I told you, let's go to the deli.
Oh, my God, bro.
No, man. What are we gonna eat now? Give me
We at McDonald's with it then.
McDonald's. Oh, no.
Yo.
Hello, can I help you?
Yeah, let me get a McFlurry, and let me get quadruple Oreo in it.
Oreo?
Yeah, quadruple extra Oreo, and let me get a 4-piece nuggets.
What kind of sauce?
Bro, you can't forget my
What you
Big
want?
Mac, bro.
And a Big Mac. And a Big Mac.
Dame uno a mí también, porque ya que estoy aquí, tengo que comer también. Let me get one too.
2 Big Macs.
Okay, anything else?
That's it.
With a fry, Amy fry.
Nah. That's it. About to bust, yo.
I told you, yo, Officer Obadiah is not catching us, bro.
dead
We
not.
good,
There's
bro.
no way he's catching
good,
us.
bro.
There's no way he's catching us.
Good right here, bro.
We in the V.
Bro, I'm trying to tell you, bro.
Damn, bro.
Did it go through?
I'm in the yellow.
Lucky you go through. Tenía que decir decline, para que no comemos nada. Thank you.
See that?
Thank you.
Why we need Jacob's Cafe when we got McDonald's, bro?
You see that? She got my
Why we need
quadruple
Jacob's
Oreo,
Cafe
bro.
when we got McDonald's,
She really quadrupled the Oreo, son.
I bet. I told you also Obadiah was gonna catch us, bro. Until all is served what?
Until all is served my McDonald's.
On the wall, on the wall, on the wall, on the wall.
I'm sorry, I was
On the wall, on the wall.
Yo!
Get out the car, get out the car. Yo! Out the car, get out the car. Out the car. Yo, I'm trying. Yo! I'm trying to get out. Yo, chill. Yo, chill. Yo, chill, bro. Israel, we caught him. Big Mac. Look at that.
Get that
Look at that, chicken nugget.
I told you. You want me? I told you.
Look at that, Israel. Look at that.
I told you.
Stand up. On the wall. You got some in your pocket?
No, sir.
Let me see. Put it
Yo
out.
tengo nada.
What's in your pocket?
Tengo otro. ¿Qué es lo que tú vas a hacer? What are you gonna do? Yo!
Hey, Israel, support until all is served. Fund.
Back on from the break, back from the break. All right. Oh, yeah. Well, read the text.
Shalom, the military forces they have that we don't know about, would that be known as Black Ops?
I believe so. Yeah, Black Ops. Yep. That's like the secret missions that they have. I think Black Ops is Black Operations. Those are missions that we don't know about. The coups, those are Black Ops. The coups and so forth. What did it say? Covert military or political operations they may employ measures not generally authorized. Yep, yeah, they perform those. They perform Black Ops. Who you're referring to? Yeah. You know the text? That's it. All right. Where we at?
The one video.
You're the one video. Go that video.
In the UN. Y'all got it? Yes, sir. Yeah. This is when you mentioned about Hugo calling him the devil.
Oh, yeah. So they bombed his mausoleum.
Yep.
Ayer estuvo el diablo aquí.
They're saying yesterday the devil was here. Catholic.
En este mismo lugar huele a azufre todavía. Esta mesa donde me ha tocado hablar. Ayer, señoras, señores, desde esta misma tribuna, el señor presidente de los Estados Unidos, a quien yo llamo el diablo, vino aquí hablando como dueño del mundo. ¿Qué modelo de democracia es ese el que se impone a punta de marines, de invasiones, de agresiones y de bombas? A donde quiera que él mira ve extremistas. Yo estoy seguro que te ve a ti, hermano, con ese color y cree que eres un extremista. Con este color, Evo Morales, que vino ayer, el digno presidente de la Bolivia, es un extremista. No es que somos extremistas. Lo que pasa es que el mundo está despertando y por todos lados insurgimos los pueblos. El señor presidente vino a hablarle, así lo dijo, hoy quiero hablarles directamente a las poblaciones del Oriente Medio. Mi país desea la paz. Esto es cierto. Si nosotros nos vamos por las calles del Bronx, si nosotros nos vamos por las calles de Nueva York, de Washington, de San Diego, de California.
Look who you see there. Maduro.
Oh, Maduro's there, yeah.
Yeah, Maduro was always under Hugo Chavez.
Yeah.
He was under him. That's why he named him. I think this was in 2006. So Maduro was there in the UN with Hugo Chavez. Well, he had that speech. So he was under Hugo Chavez, learning basically under him, coming up. And so before he died, he named him as his successor.
Wow.
And that's why Esau, during that transition of power, when this is the weakest point, he came. And since then, since 2013, when Hugo Chavez died, it's been crazy in Venezuela.
Yeah.
Keep going.
De cualquier ciudad, de San Antonio, de San Francisco, y le preguntamos a la gente en las calles, a los ciudadanos estadounidenses, este país quiere la paz. La diferencia está en que el gobierno...
Yeah, my man right there, bro. So Esau said, yo, get the video I sent you? They bomb it?
So he was speaking heavy in the UN. That's in New York.
Yep.
Calling them the devil.
Cool. What was that from the Bush?
In the United Nations in New York, about George W.
Yeah, about Bush.
Yeah.
Yep. Press play here.
Acaban de explotar el 4F. Mira.
That's them bombing the mausoleum, I heard. That's them bombing it. The mausoleum is there. Yep.
Hey, where was it they seized those ships?
Off the coast of Venezuela. It's been months they've been doing that.
Oh, okay.
They seized like 3 ships, and they said we're keeping the ships too.
Trump said, yeah, that's ours.
Yep. And they killed like 80 plus people, like fishing.
Innocent people.
Yeah.
Innocent people. Yeah, man, they're going to pay for these things they do, man. They're going to pay for this. They're going to pay for the crimes that they've committed, man. I'm telling you. What do I want? Get me Ezekiel 35. Diabolical, man.
On 5?
Yeah.
Ezekiel 35, verse 5. Come on! Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end.
You know what?
Therefore, as I live, saith the Lord God, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee.
And your violence is going to pursue you. Go ahead, eat them. Go ahead.
Sith thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee.
Jump down to verse 9.
Verse 9. I will make thee perpetual desolation, and the cities shall not return.
And thy cities shall not return. Your cities shall not return. Go ahead.
And ye shall know that I am the Lord, because thou hast said,
what did he say?
These 2 nations and these 2 countries shall be mine.
That goes into the Americas, and that goes into Israel. That's what it's talking about. In ancient time, it would be Judah and Samaria. In modern time, it would be America and Israel. They took into their possession. Go ahead.
And we will possess it, whereas the Lord was there.
Go ahead.
Therefore, as I live, saith the Lord God, I will even do according to thine anger, and according to thine envy which thou hast used out of thy hatred against them. And I will make myself known among them when I have judged thee.
Go ahead.
And thou shalt know that I am the Lord, and that I have heard all thy blasphemies, which thou hast spoken against.
Like saying that Maduro was speaking bizarre about being a Jew. That's blasphemy. Right. You saying that I was a Jew and that Maduro is not is insulting. That's blasphemy. Go ahead.
Which thou hast spoken against the mountains of Israel, saying, they are laid desolate, they are given us to consume. Thus with your mouth ye have boasted against me, and have multiplied your words against me. I have heard them, thus saith the Lord God. When the whole earth rejoiceth, I will make thee desolate, as thou didst rejoice at the inheritance of the house of Israel, because it was desolate. So will I do unto thee, thou shalt be desolate, O Mount Seir, and all Idumea, even all of it, and they shall know that I am the Lord.
Right, so all of Idumea will eventually be destroyed. All of Idumea, that nation itself, will be completely and utterly eradicated out of existence. So Edom can have his time. Right now, Edom's having his time. This is his time to rule. This is the time he's to reign at this point. All right? Real quick, get me African presidents real fast. I want page 161 real quick. I want to see something really quick. I missed this page last week. I want to see what I missed. African presidents in early Europe. I want 161. Zoom in. Yeah, read. Yep, read contributions. Shall I tell you read it? The contributions of
Yes, sir.
individuals.
With the contributions of individuals such as Zaryab, Spain flourished. But amidst the beauty and wealth, a socio-political plague was spreading. Jews who had been slaves now began trading in slaves.
Because we conquered, so we went from being the slaves to now we were trading slaves. Go ahead.
According to T.B. Irving, between the years of 786 and 1009,
we were ruling. Watch.
Franks and Jews traded Slavs and Germans who had been taken prisoner.
We conquered Germans. These are the Israelis here. Mm-hmm. We conquered them and took them prisoner. When the Moors began to spread throughout Europe, we began to conquer the Europeans and sell them and make them slaves. Go ahead.
On the Frankish territories.
On the Frankish is France. Frankish territories. We took over France. We conquered France. Go ahead.
The Slav and slave.
Slavic people. People Yugoslavia, Slavic people, Eastern Germanic. They were the Slav and slave were what?
Became interchangeable terms.
The word Slav means slave. They were our slave. We called them Slavs. Go ahead.
They, the Franks and Jews, made young boys into eunuchs at Verdun. The slaves were driven from France to Spain in great herds like cattle.
Damn, go ahead.
When they reached their destination, the men were purchased as servants or laborers.
Edomites, go ahead.
The women as household help or concubines.
We made the white woman the help and concubines. Go ahead.
Many women were also imported from Galatia.
Many women were also imported from Galatia. This is what black men were doing. Watch this.
For their blonde appearance attracted the Arab gentlemen.
Because you had Arabs and Moors together ruling, and the Arabs were very attracted to white women. That's why a lot of them is all light-skinned now, all white and pale now. Go ahead.
Slaves were also traded from out the Adriatic. These captives, too, were Slavs, and their merchants chiefly Christians.
Go ahead.
This slave trade changed the racial mix in Al-Andalus.
In Spain, go ahead.
The use of European women as concubines gradually lightened the complexion of Moorish Spain.
That's where you got the mulattoes from. So when they conquered the Moors in Spain, a lot of the mulattoes shipped over here were the result of slaves, Moors, laying with white women or slaves. Go ahead.
Through these various processes, Moorish Spain became more Caucasian in blood than is generally realized.
I mean light skin. Go ahead.
It was always blonde women, whether Slavs, German, or Galatians, who were in special demand.
We loved blonde women. We found blonde women to be exotic, just like today. Negroes love Edomite women. Go ahead.
This practice was not exclusive to Spain. W.E.B. Du Bois notes that during the 16th century,
1500s,
the Mohammedan rulers of Egypt were buying white slaves by the tens of thousands in Europe and Asia and bringing them to Syria, Palestine, and the Valley of the Nile.
Right, the Arabs are buying white women wholesale by the thousands. That's why they end up being so light and pale and all of that. That's why. You got a text? What we got?
And I posted something that Captain Arell sent me too.
Okay.
Shalom, leadership. Most High in Christ bless you all. I live on the island of Grenada. Esau had concentration camps here, slaughtering our people, men, women, and children. There's a book written by a foreigner documenting what he saw. It's called Grenada, U.S. Terrorism in Action. Yet they called themselves civilized.
Yep. Now get me, what else I wanted? Get me ancient and modern weapons. One more text? Okay, read that one.
Shalom, deep leadership, Israel, Most High in Christ bless you all. We are going to be the ones judging Edom for the crimes we see them committing now.
Now and before. Now and before. Things that we see now and things that we don't see, they're going to be judged for. You got something, Judge?
Yes, it's from Captain Arell. Shout out to Captain Arell.
Shalom, Cap. Shalom, shalom.
So this is going back to what's going on in Venezuela, about the coups and so forth. You read that?
What Trump and United States are doing in Venezuela to destabilize and overthrow President Nicolas Maduro is not new. It's part of a centuries-old white supremacist playbook, which includes a long bipartisan pattern of destabilization targeting independent nations around the world. Democrats and Republicans alike have supported coups, assassinations, regime change, sanctions, and political imprisonment. The driving force behind these actions is not democracy. It is white supremacy operating through empire.
Right. So go down. So read this part too. This pattern.
This
you gotta read all of just certain points.
This pattern spans the globe. The record is documented. This is not conspiracy. It is policy. Here is a basic list of black, Caribbean, and African leaders removed or neutralized with U.S. involvement.
So Africa. Read a couple of names.
Patrice Lumumba.
So you got Patrice Lumumba of the Democratic Republic of Congo. Go ahead.
Kwame Nkrumah
of Ghana. Go ahead.
Thomas Sankara.
We know about Thomas Sankara, right? Because Ibrahim Traoré was under him. Go ahead.
Amilcar Cabral, Samora Machel, Muammar Gaddafi, Nelson Mandela. The Caribbean.
So even the Caribbean. Go ahead.
Maurice Bishop, Michael Manley, Fidel Castro, John Bertrand Aristide.
Right. So even here in Black America.
Aristide.
That's Haiti. Yes.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Black America.
Judah. Malcolm X, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., Fred Hampton, Huey P. Newton, Assata Shakur. Today, those same white supremacist forces are actively working to undermine the sovereignty of Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger.
Yep.
These nations are being targeted through sanctions, diplomatic isolation, proxy pressure, and media warfare for rejecting Western domination, asserting control over their resources and futures.
Right.
Give me Daniel 25. So I showed you earlier about us laying with white women all the time because that's how Esau always got in. Esau would come in, move in, intermarry with us, infiltrate from the inside, and destabilize and destroy. They would oftentimes use their women. Even when we conquered the white man and his woman's loyalty remained with her own race. She still found a way to make it where we turn us against each other. It happened. Daniel 8:25.
25. 17?
No, Daniel 8:25.
Daniel chapter 8, verse 25. Come on. And through his policy, also.
What?
Through his policy.
Through his policy. Come on.
Also, he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand.
He shall cause his craft or his intent, his plans to prosper in his hand. To do what? Take lands, conquer people, kill leaders. Go ahead.
And he shall magnify himself in his heart.
That's what Trump does. Magnifies himself in his heart. America the Great. Make it great again. Go ahead.
And by peace.
And by what?
By peace.
By stopping drug traffic and all that and helping people by peace. Go ahead.
Shall destroy many.
Go ahead.
He shall also stand up against the prince of princes.
He's going to fight against Christ too. Go ahead.
But he shall be broken without hand.
He shall be destroyed by the Messiah as well. The same nation. Same nation. You're going to pay for that. Now, give me modern Britons. Get me, what I want out of this. What do I want? Give me page 157 and 58. So Esau's only doing what he's been doing. When we ruled, Esau's doing now when he conquered us. Take it over land by land, country by country, kingdom by kingdom. That's what Esau does. He did it back then, he's doing it now. 1, 5, 7, and 8. Zoom in, let me see it. Read. Known as they were black heathen. Let me see, go up. Read that, and their enemies.
And their enemies, who are usually styled the heathen, are seen in the Welsh traditions to be black. That is, they were black heathen, like the Danes or like the Moors. For the black people, as we know, antedate, the Danish branch of that stock by many centuries. How many? No one can tell. Professor Huxley, speaking on this subject, says that probably in the time of Caesar, and certainly in that of Tacitus, there existed in these islands two distinct types of population. The one of tall stature with fair skin, yellow hair, and blue eyes.
White folks.
The others of short stature with dark skin, as dark as as an Ethiopian's, says Pliny, as dark as a Moor's, says Claudian, dark hair and black eyes.
Edomites, black folks and white folks inhabiting the islands. Go ahead.
Blacks
being the first. Go ahead.
We further lean that this dark population represented by the Silures bore considerable physical resemblance to the people of Aquitania and Iberia.
They're the same people. Go ahead.
While the fair population of parts of southeast Britain, the present counties of Kent and Hants, resembled the Belgae, who inhabited the northeast of France and the country now called Belgium. These Belgae, again, were closely akin in physical characters to the tall, fair people who dwelt on the east bank of the Rhine and were called Germani.
Germani is Germans, white folks here. Go ahead.
These two distinct ethnological elements continue.
We fought over and shared lands, Edom and Jake. Go ahead.
Continues Mr. Huxley, probably coexisted in these islands when the country was discovered by the Romans. And the subsequent invasions to which Britain has been subjected have not introduced any new stock, but have merely affected one or other of the pre-existing elements. Accepting this conclusion, then, as in the main correct, we have before us undeniable evidence, historical and ethnological, of the immemorial presence of the blacks in this country. Other confirmatory statements have been made in the foregoing chapters, and additional evidence of the traditional kind has just been adduced.
Watch.
In most of the examples cited, of whatever nature, the two great types appear as enemies.
That's Ezekiel 35. We appear as enemies. These two great types, the tall and fair, tall and black. Tall and white, tall and black appear as enemies. Go ahead.
Which was their natural attitude.
We were by nature hated each other. There was never any peace between us. There was always war between Esau and Jacob from the very beginning. Go ahead.
And a great number of the legendary instances preserve the memory of this mutual enmity.
Preserve the memory of this mutual enmity. Remember earlier in Ezekiel 35, enmity of your brother? It's the same. He hates us. We hated him. Go ahead.
The black giants of the Welsh.
The black giants of the Wales. That goes back to Thorfinn and them. The Danes. Go ahead.
And other tales are hateful and horrid.
Watch.
The Welsh black oppressor.
The Welsh black oppressor. Go ahead.
And the Black Knight of Lancashire are fierce tyrants.
The Black Knight. Black Knight, like St. Maurice. The Black Knights of Lancashire. Go ahead. Are what?
Are fierce tyrants.
Go ahead.
The cruel foes of all white people.
The cruel foes of all white people. White folks don't forget these things. We have. Go down to Indeed. No, go to the days of the black oppression.
Yep. The days of the black oppression are so remote that their memory only lives in half-forgotten legends.
Because they conquered us. Go ahead.
Not so the time when the black castles were owned by another race.
The black castles were owned by another race. Go ahead.
And their former masters were skulking among woods and caves.
And we ended up living where they lived. We switched places. Give me images real fast. Image of the black with the castles. Where the black folks in the castles and white folks are outside fighting us. This is one right here. This is called the wild men. These are tall and fair. Tall and fair. Edomites here. And we're shorter. But this is symbolic for them taking over, conquering us. So the castle's small. Meaning that Esau would overthrow us. That's why they made the Jake small and the castle small and Edom big. This is a tapestry of the wild men taking over and fighting us. You see the king and queen in the castle. Go back. Go back. Zoom in. See them both wearing the crown, the king and queen in there watching the fight go on. Him and his wife. You can see the guy on the right pointing over there to the right. To the right. Go over. Him right there. Zoom. Bring it out some. See? Go down to the bottom. You see all them fighting over there? The arrows. That's the military over there. With the arrows, the archers there fighting them. Go over to the right a little more. Yep, go over to the back. See right there? So that's us fighting against them. These people eventually moved into our castle. The wild men took our castles over. Get some more images now. Next. Zoom in. Go up to the top one. So that's us fighting. That's them fighting. See right there the swords. The white folks on that side over there to the left. Black folks in the castle. They're climbing up on the right. That's our castles. Go over. We lost. See the shield, the line on. That's Judah. The shield, the line on it. And that's them laying there dead in the ground. They conquered us and took our castle. Go down. Transition of power. The same with Maduro. Same thing. Transition of power. Taking us over. Taking our land over. White man coming in. Jake's fighting him off. Fending him off into the castle. Go zoom in to the guy with the bandana. The guy with the bandana is the king. That's the king right there. That was considered a crown. The bandana over the eyes. That's us ruling. When we got conquered, they put the bandana over our eyes, meaning we were subjugated, overthrown. Okay, we were ruling, and we started messing around with the women, messing with the white girls, led to this right here. That's what happened. Give me real fast numbers real quick just to show you numbers with Balaam, what his counsel was. Numbers 20. Hold on.
Numbers 25.
And 1. Hold on. I want this as a counsel of Balaam. Number 25 first. Read that first.
Numbers chapter 25 and verse 1.
Right there. See the image right there? That's the crown there. The image with the crown, with the bandana over the eyes means we're conquered and overthrown. The one over the eyes means we're still ruling. We can see. One verse is blindness and blindness and darkness on us in slavery. Enlightenment or rulership on the other side. And you see a coat of arms with the bandana over the eyes. That's conquered territory. Moors conquered. This is a sign of Moors conquered. Okay? That's what that represents over the eyes. Read that.
Numbers chapter 25, verse 1. And Israel abode in Shittim, and the people began to commit whoredom with the daughters of Moab. And they called the people unto the sacrifices of their gods. And the people did eat and bowed down to their gods. And Israel joined himself unto Baal Peor.
Yep.
And the anger of the Lord was kindled against Israel.
So how did this happen? Moabite women. This is Moabite women, daughters of Moab. Whose counsel was this? Give me counsel of
Numbers 31.
Get that.
Numbers chapter 31 and verse 16.
Yep.
Behold, these caused the children of Israel through the counsel of Balaam.
These, as in the Moabite women, the daughters of Moab, did what? Read again.
Behold, these caused the children of Israel through the counsel of Balaam.
The counsel of Balaam to
commit trespass against the Lord in the matter of Peor. And there was a plague among the congregation of the Lord.
So Balaam's counsel, he said, listen, I can't curse them because God's dealing with them, but I have an idea. I'm gonna give you a plan of action. I can't curse them, but I can have them curse themselves. Send in your women. Send your women in there, and they will have your men to fall. Use the woman. Use the woman to marry into these families, and they'll be the ones to help overthrow the people, the kingdoms. The Slavic women, the Slavs, the Germanic women. Use them. That's what the white man did. Go in there, lay with that black dude. Turn him out. Do everything you could think of. Edomite women. Do everything you could think of in your mind to that man to make and have his toes curl all the way around the circle.
Damn. Right.
Be a spider woman. Climb on the ceiling. Do what you gotta do. Spin on it. Whatever you gotta do. Do what you gotta do. Make sure that nigga is in the palm. That nigga is in the palm of your hand. And that's exactly what happened. Meanwhile, they messing around, got us all turned out. They bringing back intel to their fathers, their husbands, their brothers, or whatever. That's what they're doing.
And also Judith 5 and 20.
Yep. Get that too?
They knew that history.
Judah 5, 20 and 21.
Yes, sir.
Judith chapter 5, verse 20. Now, therefore, my Lord and Governor, if there be any error in this people,
If there be any error, because Balaam understood these guys keeping their laws, I can't curse them. So if there be any sin or error in this people, go ahead.
and they sin against their God,
And they sin against their God, go ahead.
let us consider that this shall be their ruin.
When they break their God's laws, this is their ruin. Go ahead.
And let us go up, and we shall overcome them.
And then when they're in their ruin and they sin against their God, we can come up and overthrow them. Go ahead.
But if there be no iniquity in their nation,
Well, if there's no iniquity in their nation,
let my Lord now pass by,
leave them alone. Go ahead.
lest their Lord defend them, and their God be for them, and we become a reproach before all the world.
So the nations always do that. Our biggest weakness was ourselves. Our sins, our lusts, our desires, the things that God said not to be involved in. So the nations always knew. They still know. So go back to where we was at now. Give me Ancient Britons. Give me Conquest of Brazil, page 37. I want Conquest of Brazil, page 37. We should have that too. Yep, read many.
Many North Americans profess horror at the intermarriage of white and colored types.
Stop, read again.
Many North Americans profess horror at the intermarriage of white and colored types, which is so common in South America.
Go ahead.
Mark well, then, that the first contact of the Portuguese and Spanish with a darker-skinned people was the contact of the conquered with their brown-skinned conquerors.
We conquered the white man, and so when there was intermarriage with them, it was the white woman given in hand of marriage to the black man who was the conqueror, and she was the conquered. They were the conquered. Go ahead, read that earlier. Slaves and slaves. Go ahead.
And the darker man was the more cultured.
The darker man. The black man was the what?
More cultured.
We were the cultured. We weren't unga bunga walking around with loincloths and spears and throwing and fighting and hugging monkeys.
Right.
We were the cultured ones. We were the ones that washed our ass, used washcloths and used soaps and oils.
They
and
were the
colognes.
savages.
They were the savages. We had bathtubs and bathhouses all throughout Spain. When white man came over there and took over, he destroyed them things. So what the hell is this water for? What the hell is water for? Other than to drink. So we were the cultured. Go ahead.
More learned.
We were the educated. We had the schools. We had the universities. We had the sciences. The dress. The arts. The music. That was us. Go ahead.
More artistic.
We were the inventors. We were the painters. More artistic. Not artistic. Artistic.
That's right.
Not making fun of that. My brother has that. But I'm saying artistic. Go ahead.
He lived in the castles and occupied the town.
We lived in the castles. For you devil-ass white people, we was kangs. Yeah, we was. And we will be so again.
Right.
Forever.
That's right.
He lived in the castles. Go ahead.
He was the rich man.
No, read it again.
He lived in the castles
Go ahead.
and occupied the town.
The black man, lived in the castles and occupied the towns. This book is called Conquest of Brazil by who? You didn't show the book. They're asking what the book is called.
Roy Nash.
By Roy Nash. Conquest of Brazil by Roy Nash. Conquest of Brazil by Roy Nash. Read again.
He lived in the castles and occupied the town.
We lived in the castles, occupied the towns. Go ahead.
He was the rich man.
We were the rich man.
And the Portuguese became serfs upon his land.
And the Portuguese became our slaves in the land. The Spanish became the slaves in our land. The French, the Germans, the Russians, the Dutch were our serfs or our slaves in the land. Go ahead.
Under such conditions.
Under these conditions, the black rules and whites don't.
It would be deemed an honor for the white to marry or mate with the governing class.
It was an honor for white folks to marry their daughters to black men because we were the ruling class. Like Solomon, with him. The heathens gave their daughters to him because he was the ruling class, the culture class, the learned class, the artistic class. Go ahead.
The brown man instead of the reverse.
The brown man instead of the reverse. Read on.
Nor was it only the Portuguese peasantry whose blood mingled with the Moors. Alfonso VI, who united Castile, Leon, and Galicia in 1073, to cite but one of many instances of marriage between Christian and Arab nobles, chose a Moorish princess, the daughter of the Emir of Seville, to be the mother of his son Sancho.
So what do we do? When we married their women, we gave our daughters to their men. Bad mistake. Deuteronomy 7. We never learn.
Hey, that also goes back to Deuteronomy 4 with the wise and understanding people part. You
Yep.
knew that.
That too.
Deuteronomy 7.
Get out of this. I don't want this page. Go back to where you was at before. What are you doing? What just happened? Stay with me. What you doing? Stay there. Go ahead.
Deuteronomy 7, verse 6.
Number 3.
3. Neither shalt thou make marriages with them.
Neither shalt thou what?
Make marriages with them.
Do not make marriages with them. Go ahead.
Thy daughter thou shalt not give unto his son.
Do not give your daughters to their sons. We just read that earlier. That's what we were doing. Go ahead.
Nor his daughter shalt thou take unto thy son.
Don't give your daughters. Don't give his daughter to your son. Go ahead.
For they will turn away thy son from following me.
What will they do?
They will turn away thy son from following me.
Or turn us on each other. Go ahead.
That they may serve other gods. So will the anger of the Lord be kindled against you and destroy thee suddenly. But
Is that it?
Yes, sir.
That's all I want. Go back to what was that before?
Secondly, in the game of wrestling with the Moor originated one of the crying evils of Brazil's system of land tenure.
Go down, go down, go down. We see something? The early Crusades. That's all I want. That's all. I'm good. Now, get me Ancient and Modern Britons. I'm on page 122. So now we're getting to King James eventually. We'll do a sidebar 122. Read that.
And all foreigners, and although the black heathen were expelled from these islands many centuries ago.
They were what?
Expelled from these islands many centuries ago.
How? I just showed you the images. They conquered us. The white man, the same way he did Maduro and them and Hugo Chavez and them, same thing. They're trying to do with Ibrahim Traoré. Same thing they're trying to do. Expel or eliminate us out of the lands. Go ahead.
And although as a distinct race, they have almost vanished from Europe, yet there may be traces seen of them even yet in the physique and the complexion of their descendants, whether in the Hebrides or elsewhere. It would be impossible to decide with certainty who are their descendants and who are not. But so far as complexion goes, the Moors are still largely represented throughout the British islands. Although, of course, the crossing and recrossing of 30 generations, while increasing the number of descendants, has lessened the intensity of the resemblance to that ancestral stock.
Missing and so forth, white folks is all we were all washed out of there. Get last century when Martin described
the western islands of Scotland. He remarked that the complexion of the natives of Skye was, for the most part, black.
Right.
Of the natives of Jura, he said that they were generally black of complexion, and of Erin that they were generally brown, and some of a black complexion. The inhabitants of the Isle Gigay presented a greater mixture. They were fair or brown in complexion, and Pennant, speaking of the Islay people, described them as lean, withered, dusky, and smoke-dried.
Dusky means black. Go ahead.
In their memorable tour through the north and west of Scotland, Johnson and Boswell several times took notice of the swarthy color of some of the natives. It will be remembered that Boswell said of the mixed race of the McRaes, there was great diversity in the faces of the circle around us. Some were as black and wild in their appearance as any American savages whatever.
Stop. He said he compared the blacks of Scotland to the Native Americans in the Americas as being black as them, savages. Go ahead.
And he may have had their complexion before his mind's eye when he said of some of the islanders, our boatmen were rude singers and seemed so like wild Indians that a very little imagination was necessary to give one an impression of being upon an American river.
Couldn't tell the difference. Both of them are black. Both black and savage to the white man.
And when he particularized at another time, a McLeod, a robust, black-haired fellow, half-naked and bareheaded, something between a wild Indian and an English tar.
Hold on. We got another text. That's long as hell. That new? Zoom in.
Shalom, leadership. Happy new moon. Most High in Christ bless you all. One of the captains did a show on Dr. Marie Charles and surnames.
Yes, that was Captain Zakai. We're working on doing collaboration with them. Surnames. We own all 3 of those books now. Go ahead.
I saw a recording of her with some black coon apologetics, I would assume. And she was speaking a lot on how the insignia used on not only the warfare apparel, but also on all types of property that we owned back then. Namely, she made comment about how a lot of the psychology behind the imagery and symbols were related to our supposed use of idolatry pertaining to mathematics, astrology, and dragons. Do we also go off because of idolatry?
Yes. Yes, we do. Absolutely, because that's where we fell. We fell. Now, let me see. Nothing in particular. Sin, Philistionomy. Lectures all tense. This is repetitive. Danes being black. We went over that already. Danes being black. Next, go next. Let me see. Go down. Wait. Go. Let me see. Finally, who was what's the Islanders? Let me see. Yeah, read and finally first.
And finally, one who has every right to speak upon the characteristics of the Western Islanders gives us the following picture of an Highland girl.
Of an Highland. She was an Highland. I mentioned about last week. I mentioned about Highlanders. The show Highlander. Go down.
Go down to that footnote right there.
Yeah, read that.
This McLeod was a true descendant of the Black Prince of Man.
Wow. Or what? What and what?
What? An English tar.
They called us English tar. I mean, black English. Dang. Tar black. All right, go up. Go up to the top real fast. It said it. Right here, it should say, her hair was as black as night. Read that.
Her hair was as black as night, and her clear, dark eyes glittered through the peat smoke.
Watch.
Her complexion was dark, and her features so unlike those who sat about her that I asked if she were a native of the land, and learned that she was a Highland girl, that is, from the mainland. She did not differ in complexion from the people beside her, who were the short, dark natives of Barra.
These are all black folks that resided in Europe. This guy spoke to one of them. She was black as night. These are black people that ruled that was in Europe. Now, go down to whether we look for, therefore.
Whether we look, therefore, at the Danes of history or at the people who today have the best claim to be regarded as their descendants, we see before us men of swarthy skin.
Swarthy skin, black skin. Go to the next page. 173. Go to the pencil mark. 122, 126, and then 173. 126. What's 126 say? Read it already? Go to 126. Let me see. Mongoloid. I mean, they had chinky eyes. They had chinky eyes. I call them Mongoloid because they were dark, but they had like small eyes. High cheekbones, like Native Americans. Go up. Read that before going in.
Before going on to consider the various consequences of regarding the Danish pirates as a swarthy, half-Mongoloid people, it is advisable to discover, if possible, what traces they have left of their complexion and the topography and the language of this country.
It has been remarked. Read that.
It has been remarked incidentally by an American writer that Indian Creek is a sort of John Smith in the nomenclature of Western streams. And this, of course, is the result of the fact that for many years after a frontier district has been settled, though not thickly, by white pioneers, scattered bands of the native tribes have lingered on, in a harmless gypsy fashion, beside their old riverside camps.
Go down. John Smith. Yeah, there is no word.
There is no word better entitled to be called the John Smith of the nomenclature of British localities than the word black. Undoubtedly, there are cases where this adjective has been applied because it denoted some apparent and striking feature in the landscape.
But in most instances,
But in most instances, no such explanation is satisfactory, and it is apparent that the real origin of the name dates from the days when certain portions of Scotland were distinctly recognized as black divisions.
Black divisions, come on.
For the simple reason that they were people by black races over whom, in the latter half of the 10th century, there ruled Kenneth MacMalcolm.
That's where Macbeth and them descend from. Macbeth and all of them kings descend from. Kenneth MacMalcolm, go ahead.
Known to his contemporaries as the Black.
Dub nigga. Kenneth the nigga. That, what page is that? Give me page 173. I'll land soon.
You got 235 as well, D?
No. Is something good in there too?
Yes, sir.
Hold on. 173, let me look at it. Yup, read, Gypsies at there, British. Scotland was overrun. Read that. Right there.
Scotland was overrun in one district by Moors.
By who?
By Moors of the 15th century.
We took over Europe land by land, piece by piece. Spain, Italy, France, Scotland. We took it over. Go ahead.
But 5 centuries earlier, the kings of Alban were Moors.
Even before, all they did was just run to their family. Hey, so-and-so's over there. Let's go over there where our brother's at. Go ahead.
And one of the most celebrated of these, Kenneth or Nigga or Duff, ruled over certain districts known as the three black divisions.
Wow. Scotland, England, and Ireland?
Wales.
Yeah.
Wales. Go ahead.
How long before and after that, the ascendancy remained with his swarthy nation?
How long before after that, the ascendancy remained with his swarthy nation? His sons down the line ruled them same areas, leading up to Macbeth, leading up to King James' mama's side. Go ahead.
And what were the probable fluctuations of color throughout the island? It is impossible to ascertain and premature to discuss.
Because occasionally these dark men would marry white women.
But at any rate, the Moorish races, nec falso nomine pictos, were among the chief opponents of the Romans.
We were always fighting white people, warring against them. Go ahead.
When they marched through Britain 1,800 years ago.
Go ahead.
The traces left by these people in our folklore and our language have already been dwelt upon. They are remembered in many a tradition of the days when Christendom was battling against heathenese.
With the heathenese. Go ahead.
They were ultimately overcome.
We were what?
Ultimately overcome.
Hold that. Revelation 13 and 7.
Revelation.
They were ultimately overcome. 13 and 7.
Revelation chapter 13, verse 7. Come on. And it was given unto him.
It was what?
And it was given unto him.
The him is Edom, the white man. It was given unto him. God gave him the power. Go ahead.
To make war with the saints.
To make war with the black heathen, us Israelites. Go ahead.
And to overcome them.
And to what?
Overcome them.
And to overcome us. Go ahead.
And power was given him over all kindred.
And power was given to the white man after conquering us over the whole world. That's all I wanted. Over all people. Go back to this now.
They were ultimately overcome.
Go ahead.
And as separate and distinct nations, they no longer exist.
And as separate and distinct nations was because there was two ruling classes, black and white. Now it's just white now. What page is this?
174.
Yes, read 73.
We just read
174. Go that one. I have it. Okay, well, I got it. Okay, shit.
Hey, Herbin, take a picture of that page because that.
Read that.
Go back to what Deacon was saying.
The resemblances between the British Moors of the old historians and the least mixed among their descendants of today, whom we call gypsies, are many.
Stop. The gypsies, original ones, were black. Not the gypsy is short for Egyptians, which means blacks. So the white folks, when they conquered us, they took on the title of gypsies. Those are Romanians. Romanians or Italians conquered us out of that area and called themselves gypsies. But the original gypsies were black. Okay, like Wallace D. Fard Muhammad, he be the white ones. White gypsy. Yes, you had black ones before. Was there a chance he may have been a black gypsy down the line? Because he taught that doctrine about black, white man, and the devil? I don't know, maybe, but I think he was Edom. I think he was a scam. I think he was a grifter, to be honest. That's just me. Marsh dwellers. Go down. Highlands, Gypsies, Roman Severus. Read so long their property.
So long their property that we can trace their possession of it from the era of the iron-girt enemies of the Roman Severus.
Yep, Septimius Severus. Go ahead.
Down to the present century, when in the neighborhood of St. Andrews, Simpson, page 140, a small foundry known as...
All right, next page. Go to, what did I say again? 152. 152, I'm almost done. 152.
I got the other page too deep.
All right. Read the race.
The race to which Allen belonged was styled Mac-Ruari. That is, the sons or kindred of Rory.
Mac means son. Go ahead.
Rory, or Roderick.
Go down to, but in the case of the sons of Rory were named. But in this case, the sons of Rory were well named.
But in this case, the sons of Rory were well named.
Watch this.
For Rory, Rardry, or Roderick may be rendered the tawny chief.
That means the light brown chief. Go ahead.
Being a compound of
Rod,
germ Roth, Old Gale,
Rotan,
English, red, and ruddy.
Stop. So for Rory, it says in German, the word Rud was changed to Roth. Like Rothstein, Rothschild, Rothschild. That means Roth means red in Germanic. So this word in Germanic is red. In Old Gaelic is Rotan. In English is red and ruddy. Read on and read. Go ahead.
And Rick, or Rye. In Gypsy, Raya, a kinglet or chief.
Now jump down to right here where it says the swarthy.
The swarthy warrior.
What?
The swarthy warrior.
That swarthy warrior.
That swarthy warrior, Thorfinn the Dane.
Stop. So Thorfinn, I read about him last week. He was Thorfinn the Dane, the swarthy warrior. Go to the next page. Let me see. I want something out of here. Oh, wait. I don't want to repeat the same thing. This giant style black oppressor. Read that.
This giant is styled the black oppressor. It seems to have been of the same genial nature as the Black Knight of Ashton-under-Lyne.
So Ashton-under-Lyne, it means black knights. Black knights. For that laughing Negro that laughed earlier. Knights means black. You know, the Nigerian chick.
Yeah, yep.
The half Nigerian chick, the mixed nut.
Mixed nut.
Go down.
The mutt.
Yeah, mixed nut. Let me go down. Let me see. Another time. Read that. Another time.
Another time, when he and other roundtable knights were in Arthur's Hall at Carleon, they saw a black, curly-headed maiden enter. Her aspect is characterized as rough and hideous. Blacker were her face and her two hands than the blackest iron covered with pitch. They must have been very black, and her hue was not more frightful than her form. High cheeks had she, and a face lengthened downwards, and a short nose with distended nostrils. And her teeth were long and yellow, and her back was in the shape of a crook, and her figure was very thin and spare, except
so a really, really dark black woman that was pretty much somewhat deformed, I guess, in stature. Saw one it there. What page is this?
154.
Hold on. Okay, what you got, Jess?
235.
235.
That land back would use. Dang, why so dark? All right.
Manny's back there.
I was thinking it, but you said it. Yeah, read that.
In short.
The deep. Yeah.
English tar.
In short. Oh, he's
the English tar.
English tar. Oh, my God. Go ahead.
In short, ever since the overthrow of the black nobility in 1455.
Wow.
Or to go far further back.
That's in this book, too?
Yes, sir.
Damn. Go ahead.
Ever since the 10th century, when a white king displaced a black one on the Pictish throne.
Wow, when a white king displaced a black one on the Pictish throne. That's the Picts. Go ahead.
Those Moors who refused to accept the laws of the new civilization,
Christianity,
and who refrained from mixing their blood with that of the white races have been sinking lower and lower in the social scale. Wow. Until in the 16th century, they have become outlaw banditti, mossers, or gypsies.
Oh,
the descendants of those Moors were called gypsies.
Yeah, the ones that refused to mingle themselves or to give their daughters over. That stayed loyal to their race were brought down to a lower state known as bandits, mosers, or gypsies. That's diabolical, man. What page is this?
235.
Yeah, I'm writing that down in my book. Damn. All right.
Ask that.
We didn't. This is a phone number. What's the phone number? But, I mean, it's too late now.
Yeah.
We'll fix that.
Right. And yeah, shout out for all of you that did tune in, man. We appreciate you. The support is beautiful. Shout out to Captain Arell, who actually, partaken in our lesson today. Hey, shout out to PSR, man. I gotta say that.
That's right.
They got their 500 episode last week. That's a big accomplishment. All praise to the Most High, and all the shows that bring out some history to teach our people, our history. So our hidden history, remember we got IUIC Philadelphia in the classroom. Donate to OHH on PayPal, IUIC.Philadelphia@IsraelUnite.org. Donate to the Booster Club on PayPal, IUIC fundraising at IsraelUnite.org. Last but not least, subscribe to IUIC TV to get exclusive content from the leadership of IUIC. Next. As always, we can't forget our missing persons section. We have a sister here by the name of Tammy West. Tammy was last seen on December 26, 2025. She was last seen wearing a gray and white shirt and pants with brown Nike shoes. Okay, age 15. You already know the contact down there. Contact 215-686-3093. And as always, locate your local policeman if you have any information on our sister. Let's look for our people, man. And as always, you already know the Land Fund, IUIC Nationhood at IsraelUnite.org. In the notes section, put land. Donate what you can. Whatever you donate goes a long way. We got the land. We need work for the land so that we can enjoy ourselves peacefully, not getting hassled by the devil, y'all. So let's get it. Okay, anything else of that? Okay. And we seek your assistance to enhance our national broadcast. Kindly spare a minute to provide feedback by answering 5 brief questions. That's the QR code. Scan that. And,
Yeah, give him a 0, man. Damn background falling on him in the middle of the show.
Hot damn.
Yeah, man. Distractions, man. Distractions everywhere.
We're going to get it together, Deke. All right? So there you go, brothers and sisters. That's all?
Hey, is that it?
That's what I got here. I got no more.
All right, listen, Lord's will, in 2 weeks, we're going to be on a short hiatus for the show because I'll be traveling for a while. So when we get back, we're going to jump right into King James. Lord's will, we're going to jump into this family, jump into his father's side, his mother's side. So stay tuned for that. It's going to be exciting to go into that history.
Yes, sir.
And also the sister that you mentioned in the text that Captain Sakai had in the show, Maria. Her name was Sister, I forgot her name. I'm bad with names. But I'll be using
Marie Charles.
Marie Charles, thank you. I'll be using her books as well because her books pretty much sealed the deal. Regarding
piece.
Yeah, pretty much just the missing piece, the nail in the coffin to King James being a black man. So stay tuned for that. We're going to use her books as well. So you guys should also look into buying those once we bring them out. If you can go and watch Captain Sakai, the Nehemiah Squad show, you can watch it as well. They go into it a little bit. You can buy the books from there. She names them there. So stay tuned. I'll see y'all also when we get back. When I come back from traveling, I'll see y'all again. We'll go into that stuff. With that, we say shalom. Most High in Christ bless.
Shalom.
Most
High in Christ bless.
Bless.